What the dog doing?
Hi and welcome to this new video. So this video is basically my reading vlog of mainly February and also a little bit of January, because otherwise I couldn't fill books in it. So yeah, just me reading the books, what I think about them, my thoughts throughout and my final thoughts, all of that in this video. So I hope you enjoy. I finished reading Atalanta and I find it really difficult to say what I thought about this book. And when I first started it, I really disliked it. I thought the story was so boring. I didn't want to read. I didn't really care. Like, it's about Greek mythology. It's about this girl, she grew up in the woods and then she got taken in by, I think it's Artemis, and she just stays there. And then she goes on like a big quest. If you know Greek mythology, it's like Jason's quest in the Argo. So she goes on there, and that's basically that's like very broadly the story. But it was so boring. I just didn't really care. And the main character kind of like annoyed me a bit. You didn't really know much about her, I guess. I don't think I'd recommend this book. It was okay, it got better at the end. I was reading so slow and then near the end I finished it in one go. So I guess it got kind of better, but it really wasn't any good. The writing was nice, the character development and just the whole main character and the storyline, which was really like chaotic and like, well, I mean not chaotic, but it was really weird. I think I gave it like 3 stars. Or maybe 2. I was really disappointed as well because I really liked Song of Achilles. That was about Greek mythology and I read this one and
What the dog doing?
I've been reading this book, The Beholders by Hester Musson, for the last weeks, and I read like a lot of books in January and I'm spending weeks on this one, and I think that says enough. I'm like just halfway. This book I would not recommend, guys. It is so boring, and I don't want to be mean, but it is really boring and I don't care enough. On the back it says, whoa, like at this time they found a body in the river and it's their child, and you're like, oh, no way. And then the rest of the, it says that in the first bit and on the back of the book, by the way, and then for the rest of the book, like I'm on page 170 out of 330, and it is just about these people in the house. Nothing about like who killed the child or whatever. Like, it is just the people in the house, and then sometimes there's like a little plot twist. I thought it was like a really good thriller. That's what it says. I was hooked from the start. No, I wasn't. I'm still not hooked. It's really bad, but because I'm like so far in, I just want to finish it. So I'm just gonna keep reading, push through it. I have really exciting books I really want to read. It's just kind of annoying. I just need to finish this. I hate it when I get a book like this. I just want a fun book that I want to read at all times, and I do not want to read this. But the cover is nice. That's why I bought it. Literally the second I picked up my book after recording that bit, saying it was so bad, it actually got exciting. That's insane. Page 175, guys. Read from there. I have have a whole day off today because I skipped school. Just finished my homework and I'm planning on reading a bit today. The book became a little bit good. It became mid. I have 60 more pages to read and I finished it, so I really want to finish this today. It's 11 o'clock right now and I have like 3 hours to read and I'm going to try to. I really want to finish this one because I have a lot of books I want to read and I want to show you them. It's 5 books, but one of them's downstairs. I can't show it, but I'll do them in order of when I want to read them. First one is 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I think this is a really well-known one and a really popular one and everybody likes them and it gets a really high rating as well. So I really want to read this. It's my mom's book, that's why I'm reading it first. Yeah, this one I don't really know anything about, but I bought it in England. Lessons in Chemistry. I've heard people say it's good and it looks nice. So I'm curious, but I don't really know if it's going to be good. I really hope so though. I don't want another boring book. I think this will just be an easy read, I'm not sure. That's what I think. Then I have 2 fantasy books. They're both series, but one is a bigger series. Throne of Glass. I've never read this. I've had this book for years. I think probably like 4 or 5 years I've had it in my bookshelf and I tried to read it twice and I never got into it. So I'm going to try it again because I've read a fantasy book and I feel like I can do it now. But I know it's a big series and I don't know if I'd read the whole series, but at least I'll try, you know? Yes. And then the last one is Powerless. I love this. The cover. I love the side. It's so nice. This is a bigger book, so I'm, leaving it till the end, I think. And it keeps me excited because it looks nice. And I'm like, oh, I need to read because I want to read this book. And the last book I want to read that I don't have here right now is Circe, the same writer as Song of Achilles, which I really liked. So that's why I want to read that one as well. But I don't know when I'll read that one. It's not really like a high priority. But yeah, this is my goal for today. Okay, my Beholder's final review. My last thoughts I shared with you guys were quite negative, and honestly, do not read this book. This is a great start. Do not read this book. It is very boring in the beginning. It only gets good in the end and it's not worth it. Like sometimes you have a book and in the end you think, oh my gosh, this was so insane. That wasn't the case. So it's basically about a housemaid. She works in a big house for a man and a woman, and then it's basically about that man and that woman because there's like things going on and also the other people that work in the house, and it's kind of the relationship between all of them, and you just kind of get this creepy kind of vibe, but not really. It kind of reminded me a bit of The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, but not with like all of the exciting stuff. But yeah, it was just boring in the beginning, a bit fun at the end, but not worth the read. Basically, actually, that's all I have to say. There's nothing else. Guys, I'm reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo now. Oh my god, it is so good. There's like one issue because I only read in the train. I just haven't got to giving you any updates, which is really bad. I'll try, but so far it's really good and I'm loving it, and I'm reading it like really quickly as well. Like every time I have a train trip I read like 60 pages, so I think I'll get through this really fast. But honestly, it's so fun right now. It's about a lady and she had 7 husbands. The title, but she's like old. She was famous when she was younger, and then there's another lady and she's like interviewing that famous person, and that famous person is telling her life story. It's really well written. I'm really enjoying it. I got to the point where at some point I wasn't reading, I was just doing something like just normal daily things, and I was just thinking, and I pictured the story in my mind. I was like, where did I see that? And then I realized I didn't even see it. That was my book. That's how it's in my mind. It's really, really good. I finished the book. Literally instant 5-star. This book was so good. And I didn't expect it to be so good. Like, I know my mum has read this and she didn't really like it. And I was like, okay, whatever, But no, it was really good. It feels like I read it so quickly as well. I think it was, I don't know, it probably took me 1.5 weeks. It's not even that quick, but it felt like I read it so fast. And this is a, 380 page book. The books I've read lately are like under 300 pages ish. 380 is quite a bit more, and I feel like I just went through it so quickly. The pages are easy to read. That's the first thing I really like about this book. The pages are so easy to read. There's a lot of dialogue in it, and there's like a lot of chapters it cuts off. It has these bits in between about all the husbands. What it also has, this book, it has like these little like fragments of articles and stuff about the characters in the book, which I really liked as well. It gives it kind of like a playful style, I guess, and that just makes it so easy to read. This is such a good book. Read it. It's so entertaining, well written. I'd actually want to read another book of this author just to see if it's kind of the same thing. But I mean, this story is just really original, I feel like, and it was just really good. So this was definitely my favorite of this month. By far, it's probably one of my favorite books. Oh my gosh. It's now the end of February, so the next book I'm gonna read, actually I can show you it, is this one, Lessons in Chemistry. I think I showed it in the TBR. This looks really nice. This pulls me, the cover. Yeah, I'm gonna start reading that. I hope it's not too much about chemistry, because that's not me. It should be fine, I think. It sounds really good. I'm gonna read this now. I first thought I would make a book vlog of just March and do it like monthly, but then I realized like after this book, I'm probably gonna read Throne of Glass or just some other kind of series. I want to read Throne of Glass or Powerless. Those are both fantasy series, and I think I'm gonna do series in a like separate video. So then the book vlog of March would just be this book, and I don't think that's very entertaining. But I'll put those others in a separate vlog, the series, if I'll ever finish Throne of Glass, because that's an insanely long series, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, anyways, read these 3 books in February and a bit of January, but we ignore that. And 2 of them were kind of mid, but one of them was really good, so hey, it's kind of worth it, I guess. Productive, I think. Honestly, the glitch for me is just reading in the train on my way to school. 1 hour to school, 1 hour back. It gives me so much time to read. If I like read the full train trip, I read like 70 pages a day, which, I mean, that's insane progress. I only have like 3 school days though, but I try to read at home, but the thing is, when I'm at home, I want to edit or game or stream or work or something else. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I think that's it. I feel like there's more I need to say, but not really, I don't think. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see any more book videos, just let me know if you have any ideas. I do have some ideas, but I'll see when I do those. Also, you can follow me on Goodreads if you want. If you want to see my review of this book, follow me on Goodreads. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!